Welcome to OMT Wired Up, Online Money Talks, a podcasting session that discusses internet marketing strategies on how to make money and turn ideas into cash online. And now, here's the host of OMT Wired Up, Ivan Ho.
Welcome to OMT Wired Up, Online Money Talks, where we talk about tips and strategies on how to make money and succeed online. I'm your host, Ivan Ho, and I just want to remind people to check out my website, www.omtwiredup.com, to find out lots of great information and strategies on internet marketing. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Facebook. How to get the most out of Facebook and using Facebook to grow your business or your online business the right way. As I'm sure you know, having a social media presence is essential to making sure your company is making the most of today's market. And having a strong presence on lots of different social media platforms is how you stay competitive and keep your customers aware of your business. So let's talk about the biggest, most successful online social media platform, Facebook. Let me make this really clear. If you don't want a Facebook page for your business, you need one, and there's lots of reasons why. First and foremost, Facebook has over 1.6 billion accounts and hundreds of millions of people using their website every single day. It is by far the largest social media network you have access to. Anyone starting an online marketing campaign should take full advantage of it. 80% of social media consumers prefer to get their news, updates, and business information from Facebook. It is very important to understand and learn about Facebook if you want to make serious money online. Facebook has the potential to drive an enormous amount of traffic to your site if you know how to use it. Like a blog, Facebook allows your business to establish a continuing relationship with your customers, growing along with them and maturing as they do. This can be really useful to you. The more interactive and exciting your content is, the more people will want to be involved with your site and stay involved and be engaged with what you have to say. So let's break Facebook down into a couple of different components, such as content, features, and Facebook ads. We'll discuss each of these topics, and hopefully this will make it easier to understand. Like I've been saying on my previous podcasts and in my blog, content is the most important thing you have to offer to any social media site or project you run. The more new original content you can pump out, the easier it is to catch your customers' attention and keep them coming back to your site. So, let's start with how to manage the content on your business Facebook page. A lot of people only use Facebook to make status updates or posting news or recent updates about their business or special offers that they want to promote. This is far from the only kind of information you can put on your site, because you can also put up videos, graphics, photos, audio clips, or links to podcasts. Almost anything you can find on the internet can be accessed through Facebook. For instance, say you're running a landscaping company and you want to increase your online profile with a Facebook page. If you're not that great at using social media to self-promote, then you might just have a banner picture, some content information, and a few status updates every once in a while to remind people that your company is still there and it's still going strong. This is at least the bare minimum you should be doing. There are a lot of ways to take it up another notch. Say, for instance, you finish landscaping in a particular large or impressive lawn. Take a few photos of it, post it on your page, People gravitate towards pictures on social media. Describe some of the features and ask people to comment on what they think. People always want to give their thoughts on everything, especially on Facebook. People on Facebook also like to watch videos. You could get a camera, make a few videos showing your work, showing your employees working, or giving your followers instructional tips on how to maintain and keep their lawn. Post this video on YouTube and then link it back to your Facebook page. This will give you exposure on 2 social platforms and perhaps get people interested in your services. Now, of course, bare content alone can be a bit dry. If you've got nothing but cold hard facts streaming out of your Facebook page, people will start to turn you out. People will start to tune you out. So, while it's very important to maintain an atmosphere of professionalism on your business Facebook page, you should be willing to branch out and try something fun that shows off your personality of your subject, your business, or your brand. There's a ton of stuff you can post on Facebook to keep people engaged. Be creative and know what your audience likes. Always have a call to action asking them to participate through liking, commenting, and sharing your content. It's the easiest and fastest way to get your post or content viral. Generally, people like to read posts that are current. They like to read posts that are light and funny. And they like to get involved. They like to chat about it. They like to have some banter about the posts and some engagement and want to see what people have to say and the remarks that people have. If you include these elements in your Facebook updates and promotions, you'll create a brand and a personality that your fans will enjoy coming back to. Tell a joke or an amusing story from time to time. You'll be surprised at the response. People really like when things on Facebook are social and engaging. And when you do tell a really amusing story, it actually, tells people, you'll get a lot of people that will actually share that story with their friends and family. Facebook can be used to leverage your other social platforms. If you have a blog or Twitter account, Pinterest, Google+, or a LinkedIn profile, you can use Facebook to promote these sites, and in turn use all those sites to promote your Facebook page. Look for apps and tools to help you easily integrate all your platforms together. It makes it a lot easier. The more connections your social media sites make, the more traffic they'll deliver to your business and the further your reach will extend. One quick way to get your followers involved with your Facebook page is to ask them for help directly. If you want to hit a goal or milestone, a lot of people will usually help you out at no cost. For example, if your Facebook page is 200 likes away from 1,000 likes, and you ask your friends for a little help, now not only have you increased your advertising range, but you've done a little self-promotion too. This could be even more effective if you give incentives. Like, say, if we reach 1,000 likes, I will videotape myself running naked in the snow. Actually, by the way, a friend of mine actually did do that, and he got his 1,000 likes I believe in less than 24 hours. So, really creative, funny stuff do tend to work. I think the video is still up on YouTube. I haven't checked for a very long time. But the point is, be creative and get people involved. Let's see. Let's move on to taking advantage of the features that Facebook offers. Now, of course, one of the key things about social media is that the public gets a huge say in what kind of information and promotion shows up on your Facebook page. And sometimes you might not like what people say. Well, you can set up alerts on Facebook so that whenever certain keywords come up on your page, Facebook will notify you right away. This is really useful if you're trying to weed out comments that have words or keywords in them, such as disappointed or angry or false or hypocrite or things like that like really, kind of like really impede your growth when it comes to Facebook. But again, remember, every complaint or critique can be an opportunity to prove your detractors wrong. And keeping up a dialogue with your fans and followers is a good way to increase customer loyalty and also keep your credibility. But if you wanted to make sure that your business page doesn't have a lot of like bad comments or spamming stuff, you can always set the alerts to notify you for certain keywords. I actually have set up an alert on my Facebook page for the word question. That way I can respond quickly to anyone that has a question and keep the engagement rolling. So that's something for you to think about too. Because Facebook updates so frequently and your customers' Facebook feeds are constantly changing faster than you can post new info, it's a good idea to learn to love the share feature. All you have to do is click share on a post, and everyone connected to your page suddenly has you pop up on their newsfeed. This is a good way to do promotions because your Facebook page will always show up on top of whatever you're sharing. There is also a promote feature, and sometimes this feature is more powerful than getting a lot of people just to like your post. When you're using the promote feature, you can choose whether or not you just post and show to your friends alone, or you can potentially show your post or your promotion to all your friends, which is very powerful and can quickly help you spread the word and make your promotions go viral quite fast. Now, of course, Facebook is always trying to make some money, so I think there is a bit of a cost when using this feature. But if you are going to venture into the promote feature, make sure you learn about it first. Learn the tactics on how it works so that it doesn't burn a big hole in your wallet. There's actually a new feature that I've heard about called graph search, and I'm currently looking into it. It's still in the beta testing phase, so it's not really finished yet, but I think it can open up a lot of possibilities when it comes to marketing on Facebook and getting traffic and getting people. With graph search, you can search through other people's posts to find content that they may be interested in. So if you're using Facebook to run part of your social media campaign, this could actually be something to look into. But I'll keep you posted on more news about this as I move through and check it out. Okay, so we covered content. We covered some of the features Facebook has. The next thing that I want to look at or talk about is Facebook ads. It's actually become a very hot topic, and a lot of people that approach me has the question, a lot of times pose the question on whether or not Facebook ads really work, and can it be used to drive traffic and generate enough revenue to justify the cost? And my answer is yes, definitely yes. Only if you know what you're doing, and only if you know how to target the right people interested in your stuff. Facebook ads could add up and become very, very costly if you don't know how to run a good, effective campaign. So first, let's just talk about designing an effective ad that gets noticed. and how to get it clicked on. There's a lot of things that affect how an ad will perform on Facebook, some of which are relevance. You must have a strong headline and a very attractive thumbnail. Thumbnail being the little image or picture that goes on the ad. And you must have a good call to action. So with the relevance is very important. It is your ad placed in front of people looking for your offer. Understanding who and where your audience is vital to how well your ads will perform. Try to find out what age, gender, status your ideal customer is, and where they're located at. Facebook will give you lots of tools to push your ads towards the kind of people you want seeing your ad. A good trick to do this, and a strategy that I sometimes use, is to grab your main business keyword, go to Google search box, and put your keywords in that search box, click search, and find 2 or 3 blogs, websites ranking in the first few pages of Google. Copy the URLs of those blogs and go to a site like Quantcast, Quantcast.com. Go there, paste the URL in Quantcast's search box, and you can get access to some information on demographics and the people that are interested in your niche. Now, not all the blogs will have registered with Quantcast, so you might have to look further in Google to find a few that actually will give you the statistics about the demographics. Now, after you finish recording all the information from Quantcast, take those URLs and go to Google Trends. Paste those URL in Google Trends, and a whole new set of demographics will appear for you. So with the combination of Quantcast and Google Trends, this should give you a very, very good layout of who your target audience is. Then in turn, you can take this into Facebook and then really zero in and target the people that might be interested in your offer. Remember, if you want your ads to be effective, you must know who your target audience is. After that, you need to add an attention-grabbing headline and a thumbnail that makes people stop whatever they're doing or whatever they're looking at and look at your ad. A picture, of course, is worth 1,000 words, and a beautiful picture of a girl always gets clicks. Don't ask me why. I don't have any stats about that. It just does. A trick or a strategy that more and more people are using is to add a red border around their ad. The red actually makes it stand out more on the white background of Facebook, and the red has been tested to capture people's attention more than any other color. So, again, play around with it. Red does tend to stand out and capture a little bit more attention. The next thing you really need in your ad is a good call to action. A call to action is a thing that makes your customers click on your ad. It's a part of your advertisement that urges your potential customers to take action, such as words like click here or click now, are all words to get people to take action and view your offer. Again, be creative. Words like last chance or today only always draws attention. This is very important to your ad, so pick a good one. Pick a good call to action. Now, how do you know if you've created a good ad? And how do you know if your ad is performing very well? Well, with the analytics that Facebook provides, you can always check to see how your ads are doing. But if you only put up one ad, it's very hard to know whether or not that ad is performing at an optimum level. So the truth is, in order for you to find out really about the potential of your ad, you need to run and test multiple ads with different thumbnails, different headlines, and different call to actions. Different combination of each. Put it out there. It could create maybe 10, 15 different ads. Run it. Test, and test until you find out which of those ads performs at the highest converting peak. When you set your campaign to multiple ads, you find out really not just who your target audience is, but what they prefer. Sometimes certain calls to action will draw more attention than others. Certain thumbnails will draw attention more than others. The key to being successful in playing around with Facebook ads is doing multiple tests and finding out which ones are converting the most. When you start out, always start with CPC. CPC stands for cost per click, which means you only get Facebook only charges you when someone clicks your ad. When doing testing, this is what you want to set up. You don't want to set up CPM, which is cost per impression, and have your ads go through and get charged for every, 1,000 or 10,000 impressions. After you finish doing your testing and you find out which of your ads or which of the ads are doing well, then you can switch over from the CPC to the CPM. Because at that time, you know that for every 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 impressions, you know how many clicks you're going to get. And overall, CPM will end up being a lot cheaper at the end. When you start out bidding for CPC, always start at around 10 cents. Go low. Even if the suggested bid is asking for you for 50 cents to $1.50 and asking you to bid is somewhere in between, don't listen to that. Always start at 10 cents. You'd be surprised how many ads will start running with 10 cents. And when you're only paying 10 cents per click, you can get a lot more out of your dollar. Sometimes, for a more competitive niche, though, a 10 cents bid doesn't get you any traffic. Well, then that's okay. Then just tweak it. Go up to 15 cents. Go up to 20 cents. Start low and then slowly raise your bid. If you find that if you find that it is really tough to know where to bid and how to do things and stuff like that, you can go check out a post on my blog. I think the post is called Managing Your Facebook Ads on How to Succeed or something like that. But you can search it. It's in my blog. And it'll teach you exactly how to set up your bids and what you should be bidding for and how to really calculate your return on investment. Another good advice for doing Facebook ads is just to run your ads for a few days, like 3 or 4. Then pause them for about a week or so, and then restart it again. This will keep your ads fresh and keep people from getting tired of your advertising. For those of you that have been playing around with Facebook ads, you will notice that your ads will get a lot of attention for the first few days, and then the traffic will drop tremendously after 3, 4, 5 days and stuff like that. This is because it runs through, people see it, and then they just kind of ignore it and stuff like that. A good trick for that, again, is to basically run it for about 3 or 4 days. Okay, pause it, wait for about a week or so, and then run it again. Do it sporadically. That way, it keeps people on Facebook engaged and keeps your ads fresh. Overall, Facebook is a huge platform to find buyers, customers, and people interested in your products. What you need to do is learn, read, test, and copy what other successful people are doing. Learn the right Facebook strategies, and Facebook can be an untapped goldmine for many people. Okay, so just a quick recap. Make sure to create social engagement with your Facebook page. Use humor, use pictures, videos, and good content to attract people to your page. Get people to take action, to share, like, comment on your post. When playing with Facebook ads, make sure you learn the tactics and the strategies. Choose an attention-grabbing thumbnail with a good headline, and always include a call to action to get people to take action. Test and retest your ads until you find the best converting one. Start with CPC and then change over to CPM when you find the best ad. And advertise sporadically to keep your ads fresh. Okay. So, let's take a quick look at my inbox for this week's question. This week, I have an email from Michelle Anders. And her question is, my WordPress blog keeps getting hacked. Is there any way to stop this from happening? Okay, good question, Michelle. WordPress blog protection is a very big concern for many people these days, especially if you have a site generating good income. So here are some things you can do to maybe deter hackers from getting access to your site. First, you should always change your password at regular intervals so as to prevent any monitoring software from detecting a pattern. Always change the default password from admin to something more complicated. As per a survey done by a web monitoring website, about 20% of the passwords hacking in 2010 and eventual websites hacking is due to the carelessness in changing the default password. The other main caution which should be taken is to not keep a generic password such as password1 or password123 or anything which can be simply guessed from your username. The key principle is that you must have a password which is not shorter than about 10 digits, and the password should include alphabet, numbers, and special characters. This would make any form of hacking, manual or computer aided, absolutely impossible, as the combinations are way too many to be guessed. One additional precaution I have incorporated is by limiting the login rights to only one admin, which prevents anyone else to exploiting it. I would also install protection plugins such as SafetyPress on your site. There are a bunch of settings in SafetyPress to protect your site from getting hacked, including limiting the login attempts and using CAPTCHA to block software hacking attempts. You should also install Invisible Defender plugin to counter any spamming on the website. Okay, so here are a few ways that you can probably stop people from trying to get access to your WordPress blog. Thank you, Michelle, for your email. If any of you have any questions about internet marketing that you would like me to answer, please email them to questions@omtwiredup.com, and I will do my best to answer them for you. Some of the questions will be aired on my show, and others I will just reply to you directly. Please check out my website, www.omtwiredup.com, to pick up a copy of my new ebook called 25 Magic Rules to Online Success. It's a free download, and it gives you really, really good strategies and tips on how to avoid mistakes and succeed online. Let me know what you think. Thank you for listening to this session of OMT Wired Up, and I will be back next week to talk more about internet marketing strategies and how you can make a ton of money online. See you next time.
To learn more about Ivan's online money marketing strategies or to leave a question for him, please visit omtwiredup.com. That's www.omtwiredup.com. Thanks for listening.